Hi, I'm Lizzie and welcome to my garden here at the Rose Press. Today I'm going to show you how I prick out my seedlings. So I sowed these Ami Majus in autumn last year and I pricked them out into their own individual pots a few weeks after they'd grown, and they are looking brilliant. I'm going to plant these out soon. And then I sowed these Ami Majus at the beginning of this year in early spring, and they're now getting ready to have their own pots, and by pricking them out and putting them into their own pots, they get much better space for roots and nutrients. So it's really important that we don't leave them for too long, but also that you don't do it too early where the roots aren't established enough to be moved and it can damage the seedlings. So you want to do it once the true leaves are coming through. So often when seeds grow, they get two kind of normal leaves and they all look pretty similar, and then after that you'll see their true leaves, which is what they will really be like. So once you see the true leaves, it's often a good sign that they're ready to be potted on and move on out into their own individual pots. Compost usually has nutrients for up to 6 to 8 weeks, and after that it doesn't have any more nutrients for the plants. That's another reason why we move them into their own individual pot with fresh compost, and that means that they will have much stronger abilities to thrive. So I'm going to prick these out, and it's really important that you want to keep as much of the root on the seedlings as possible, because this will help them thrive when they get into their bigger pots. If you damage too much of the root, then the leaves might be too big and too much, and there won't be enough roots for it to suck up all the water and nutrients that it needs. It's really important that you only ever pick up your seedlings when you're transporting them by their leaves. You don't want to be picking them up by the stem, because if you snap the stem, that's the seedling gone. Whereas if you use the leaves and they damage slightly some of the leaf, or only take one off, there'll still be some other leaves there for able to use. Now I'm using a spoon. This one's a really good one because it's a Knickerbocker Glory one, and it's quite good to break up some of the soil to then get at the seedling. So as you can see, I'm holding it by the leaf and just breaking up some of the roots around it, and I might use the other end just to support the amount of roots that are on there. So you can see that is how I'm holding it up. I'll then make a hole in my pot full of compost, pop that in there, and then I'm going to top it up with a little bit of compost as well around the edge. Firm that down just so that it's nicely tucked in, and that is how you prick out and pot on your seedlings. I'll then give this a really good water, and then I will carry on doing the rest of the tray. And then once these have been in for a few weeks, I'll start to harden them off and put them out into the garden after that. So yeah, it's really simple to do. The main thing is to hold it by the leaves and to make sure that you break up the soil and get as much of that root on the bottom as possible. Hope that was helpful. If you've got any questions at all, then let me know. Thanks so much for watching.